JT Newton, and I'm about to tear this set up here at the Kentucky State Theater in Elizabethtown, Kentucky. Follow me. Picked it up. I picked it up and I was like, I want to play that. But, you know, I lost motivation, of course, because I'm a little kid, and, you know, playing guitar is kind of painstaking. Well, I wanted to play guitar and I wanted to do something, but on the other side of it, I really liked Backstreet Boys. And I remember clear to this day dancing around my living room in my underwear, just like so many little kids are doing, dancing around the living room in my underwear, blasting Backstreet Boys and lip syncing. My mom, she told me to keep doing it, and then she took me to my first concert, and that concert was Creed. And I was kind of scared and timid because I was in Freedom Hall in Louisville, Kentucky, and not knowing what to think. And I remember when the fire shot out of the stage, I knew then what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. I knew what I wanted to do for the rest of my life, and I then became like surrounded by music. And as a young kid, I never knew I would be playing shows in front of people. My mom enrolled me in what's called rock school as a young little guy. And a gentleman named Mark Maxwell owns Mom's Music in Louisville and Southern Indiana. He put together an 8-week program. They throw together a band, they have an instructor, they play 2 cover songs, but they practice it for 8 weeks. And my first 2 cover songs at 13 years old were Jailbreak by an old school band called Thin Lizzy, and I believe Lithium by Nirvana.
Thank everybody for coming out. Got a lot of good music tonight. JT Newton in Ocean City.
Later on in high school, and I got into a band around here called Catalyst. We were a 3-piece pop punk band, and we played all over the place. You know, Scouts of Honor, I swear, we were sponsored by Red Bull. We could literally call our guy up from Red Bull. This was like little kid dream stuff. Call our guy up from Red Bull, say, hey, I got a show at the Bulldog Cafe in Fairdale, Kentucky. I need a pallet of Red Bull. And we would go and we would do what we kind of dreamt at the time, which was going and passing out Red Bull to the kids at skate parks. Well, I, at the time, had lived with my problems. You know, I had started drinking at the age of 12, and on top of this, still had dreams. And I let that get in the way a whole lot as I grew older. And I started playing shows because I joined the Marine Corps, and I went up and down the East Coast. I had a drug addiction that started in the Marine Corps, and I have no reason to lie. I spent 6 months in a military prison at the end of my enlistment. I shot field artillery. I was in 2nd Battalion, 10th Marines in Camp Lejeune, North Carolina. And in that 6 months, I couldn't wait to get out and just keep doing it all over again and not really living my life and chasing my dreams like I should be. And I wasn't the vocalist at the time. I wasn't singing. I was playing guitar and I was good at it. And then I seen the vocalist at the time singing, and I'm like, man, he sounds like crap. So I grabbed the mic from him, and then I became the vocalist. So
I'm going to introduce our opener, who's JT Newton. We just want to thank everybody for coming out and enjoy the show. So please give a big round of applause for JT Newton.
My time machine. We'll take a look at things through each other's eyes.
All over again, not really living my life and chasing my dreams like I should be. So then I get out and my friends are still doing the same old stuff, and I'm not following my dreams. I'm just very sad for no reason. people have always said, JT, you got so much potential. You got so much potential. Well, I don't say hi to people. That went in one ear and out the other. And I never boasted about my music. I just was lost. I was lost. And playing shows, and keep playing shows and pushing my name out there. Why didn't I have a record? Why didn't I have an EP, something? It's because I spent all my money on drugs. What turned you around? Well, literally, I said a prayer. Like, God, you know, I can't do this. I can't do this. And after I said amen, I went right back down to what I was doing. 2 days later, he got my attention in a way I didn't want to get it, you know. And I then had people come into my life who had lived kind of the similar life, being drugs, alcohol, whether it was, you know, you have many addictions, whether it was hunger, you know, eating a lot, sex, gambling. Addiction is everywhere. But there's good addictions, and I had one alongside a bad one. So it was like I had the angel on this shoulder and the devil on this one, pulling me back and forth by the hair all the time, man. And on February 29th, 2016, I used drugs for the last time. And I can now say that my life is so much more worth everything I never thought it would be. I know I need to put down these damn cigarettes.
With nowhere left to hide, I think I'm dreaming. When suddenly this beauty becomes a nightmare, help me, I'm falling through. So now I ask myself why, again and again. I ask myself why again, once more.
I'm JT Newton, and I'm here at the Kentucky State Theater in Elizabethtown, Kentucky. It's called Metaphorically Speaking.
Just one more time, and for that I let my insides run free. I feel the instinct, a good feeling. Just one more time, just like a heartbeat in the backseat. The stereo on repeat, I'm driving while dreaming. Don't fail me now, I'll try again, just one more time. By hand, so brutal and so frail, rearranging the wiring and circuits in my brain to a steady beat. Let's go now.